Welcome to Proclaim, a presentation of the Catholic Diocese of Alexandria. Join us as we journey together through the Scriptures revealed to us by God.
Good morning and welcome to Proclaim. As we now are entering into the text of the Gospel of Mark, we find him laying the groundwork with the ministry of John the Baptist. The Gospel of Mark obviously has no infancy narratives as we find in Matthew and Luke, even though when we look at the Gospels of Matthew and Luke, those infancy narratives are very different. They have very different perspectives, but we simply don't have anything similar to that in Mark. He begins with where Jesus' own ministry begins, and it's the only time in which he really gives a quote from the Hebrew Scriptures. And he quotes it in a very broad sense, even though he refers to it from a single source as the idea of Isaiah. It really is a combination of both a passage from Exodus, from Micah, and from the prophecy of Isaiah as well. And so he says, as is written in Isaiah the prophet, it leads into the work of John. The work of John that will ultimately then transition into the work of Jesus. It is interesting that he chooses to quote this combination of passages from the Hebrew Scriptures in order to lay the groundwork for what will truly be an inspirational work, inspired by God and proclaimed as a message of faith by the author to a believing community who certainly needed this during a time of persecution. And so John serves a very unique role to be the one who points out Jesus, who introduces him, a similar role that we find in the Gospels of Matthew and Luke.
This program was brought to you by Kramer Funeral Home,